Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about link building. Now, like I've mentioned before in some of the previous videos, link building is one of the most important aspects when it comes to SEO. The three main pillars of SEO is as follows: content, traffic, and links. And we've made a couple of link building videos in the past, and I think that link building is probably the most talked about topic on this channel so far, and there's a good reason for it. Without links, you can't rank. It's that simple. And if anybody else tries to tell you otherwise, they're trying to sell you something, and just don't believe what they're saying, because links are a very, very big ranking factor right now. They have been for a very long time, and the way things are going, they're going to be around for a while. So, with that all being said, how can you build high quality links and make sure that you're not being beaten when it comes to link building by your competitors? So if you watched the video last week about keyword research, in that video we talked about a niche that's quite competitive. The niche was in the sort of health and fitness space, and it was a physical product. It was juices. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to uncover, much like we did in the last video, we're going to uncover exactly what the competitors have done and what they're doing, and copy them, because they've already got the blueprint for you. You just have to follow what they've already done and then do a little bit more to outrank them. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the first page. Now, we're going to skip sort of the big authority sites like Amazon and Currys and Argos. Give me 1 second, I forgot to change my settings. Okay, now that I've made it location independent, it's not going to give me UK based results, so it'll give us a better understanding, and it'll give you better context, because you might not be in the UK, so we want to make it, you know, not location targeted. So with that being said, let's take a look at the first sort of competitor, reviews.com. It's like a massive affiliate site as far as I can tell, so let's analyze that one first. So we're going to take a look at the specific page and its domains. So if we want to rank for a keyword like juicer, not that you would want to, because it's such a broad keyword, but if you wanted to, what you would do is you would come into here, you would take a look at the exact URL here, this prefix, and then you would go to the backlinks, and then you would take a look at the backlinks. Now, this one here, the first one, is called beautifulingredient.com. If we go and take a look at this, we're going to see that it's most likely going to be like a blog post. Now, this is good, because this right here is a website that clearly has some trust to it, right? It's got a DR of 20, so it's not the best, but it's got a little bit of trust. Now, if we scroll down, let's just take a look actually at what the link is. It's reviews.com. So if we try and find that .com. For more information on juicer brands and types, check out this review at reviews.com. So yeah, it's just a link straight to their website. I don't know if they've, you know, directly reached out to this blog and asked them to write an article or mention them. I don't know if they've been mentioned naturally. All I know is that if you're going after this keyword, this website here is a competitor which has this link. And because they're linking to your competitor, chances are they're going to be open to linking to you. As long as you can provide them with like good quality content, there's no reason why they wouldn't mention you. Now, what would you do at this point once you found, you know, the competitor's link? You would simply find the contact information or the contact page, and if they don't have an email, I would literally just type in my details in here and leave a message and say, hi, I've just seen this blog post, and then you can insert a link to which blog post you're talking about, and then say, I'd really like to write something similar, would you be open to this? And like 8 or 9 out of 10 times they're gonna get back to you and say it's either gonna be a paid post or it's gonna be a guest post on their page. The other alternative is they say, no, sorry, we don't accept guest posts, or we don't accept content contributors. Either way, there's no harm in asking them. Like, what's the worst that can happen? And if you do secure this link, then you're one step closer to matching what the competition already has. Now, if we scroll down a bit, let's see this one right here. This one isn't really relevant to juicers. If we go trying to find something, I mean, this one's perfect. Like juicingwithg.com. That's a perfect domain. If we take a look at that, let's just take a look at what the anchor text was. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Alright, that's the anchor text. So that's somewhere in here. I don't know how to spell that, so I'm going to go and copy that. And then if we type that in, there it is. And it goes to that page with the juicer page. It goes to the juicer page, and yeah, like I said before, I can't guarantee whether or not this website has directly reached out to this website here and asked them if they can guest post, or they've just been mentioned naturally, organically. I don't know. All I know is they've mentioned your competition. So what you're going to do is you're going to contact them. If they list their email, then you can email them. Yeah, there it is. So that's the email. You would email them there, literally same pitch, be like, hey, I saw this article, this blog post, this whatever. I'd like to write something similar for your site. Let me know if this is possible. Many thanks, and then your name, and then that's it. If you email them that and you go through, for example, this page specifically has 45 referring domains, which means has 45 potential links. Now, they're not all going to be good, so you obviously have to go through them and decide which ones are going to be, a help to you, or which ones are just going to be, low quality. Like down here, anything below like a 20, it's probably not worth your time to get. Like a DR20, it's probably not worth your time to go through the effort of contacting the person, coming up with an idea, and then writing an article. However, like not this one, if we take a look at the site that we just took a look at, DR32, it's extremely relevant. Like the site is about juicing, so it's extremely relevant to what we're doing in this example. So if you were to get a link on this site, like, that's going to be a massive boost for you. Basically, the whole point of this activity is to ensure that you and your website are level or on par with your competition, and then anything else you do on top of that is like an added bonus and like an extra boost to help you overtake your competition. But first you have to get on the same level playing field, because if you're, if they're starting the race 5 minutes before you or 1 mile ahead of you, you want to make sure you're starting that race at the same point at the same time. You don't want to be starting 1 mile behind them and then doing all of your link building efforts, when you can just copy exactly what they've done, get the exact links that they've done, and then go out and get more links and overtake them. So that's sort of like the first example. If we take a look at another site, just so we have sort of another example for you guys, let's go on the second page, because that's like littered with so many let's look at another niche, actually, like CBD oil. It's a popular one right now. If we take a look at, let's look at our more direct keywords. Actually, do you know what? Let's go with best juicers, and these will be mostly like affiliate sites. Alright, so this one's perfect. Their homepage is ranking for best juicers, juicerfanatics.com. Let's throw them into Ahrefs, see what we get back. 172 referring domains. You know, most of these probably won't be high quality, but we'll see. Sort it by DR. So we've got a link from Wikipedia. That one will probably be a bit difficult to get. Now, getting Wikipedia links is difficult, but it's not as difficult as you'd think. If you find the page that's, you know, it's linking to a source that, you know, either the page isn't working or that source isn't relevant anymore, if you reach out and you ask them to change and amend that and potentially link back to your site, then that can work too. It just takes a little bit of time to find an opportunity to actually reach out and ask. If we take a look at some of these sites, so this one's like a blog spot. This one's a blog spot. Yeah, so rebootwithjoe.com has linked to them. There's a 301 actually, it's been redirected. So literally it would be a process of going through this and finding links that would be relevant and would help your website do better. Okay, so this one's perfect. So this website here has a DR of 32 and it's called bestjuicerreviewsguides.com and it's linking to juicerfanatics.com. Now, this doesn't look like the most quality site. However, the metrics are good. So, you know, this is probably a blog run by someone who has multiple blogs. And it seems like it's, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily recommend getting a link on here, just because of how dodgy it looks. But if that site, for example, did look real, then that would be a good link. Alright, I was just going through and I can't really seem to find, you know, high quality links that are linking to that site. So maybe just go up and like to the first result here and take this page and throw it into Ahrefs. 22 referring domains. Okay, so artofhealthyliving.com. Check that out. Yeah, so I mean, I think you've noticed like a bit of a trend, a bit of a pattern to this. A lot of the sites that are linking to your competitors or your potential competitors are linking through some sort of blog post or an article of some sort. So there is no reason why you can't reach out to this site and ask them if you can, you know, provide a post for their site. They have the email here. If they didn't have the email, I would literally just fill out this form and send it over to them. And you know, if you were to spend, let's say, an hour or two a day reaching out to like 10 or 20 websites, you know, by the end of the month, you'd have a very, very high number of high quality links. So this is a little bit like the guest posting video, except this is different because you're going straight to your competition, analyzing what they've already done, getting the exact same links that they've already got, and then later on down the line, once you've matched their level of power and their level of links, that's when you can go out and do your own sort of link building and add to that and improve your link portfolio and overtake the competition. Because think about it this way, if your competition's got 100 links when you're starting out and you have 0, rather than going out there and finding link opportunities to reach up to that 100, just copy their links that they already have, 100 links, or as close as you can get. Obviously all 100 won't be good, so pick and choose. Even if you get 30 or 40 links out of the 100, that's going to put you in a great position because that's all their most powerful links. And then you do your own link building and you find your own websites that you can like guest post on and stuff, and then you're going to outrank them because you just have more power going to your site and you have more authority going to your site. It's just as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate SEO. It's really that simple. So we've had a look at some national examples. Let's take a look at a local example. So let's look at a plumber in Miami. Falcon Plumbing Services. Let's take a look at this. Wow, okay, so they're doing, their site is not very good in terms of the metrics, but they're ranking pretty high. So they have 84 referring domains. Now most of these are going to be like citation type of stuff, like Chamber of Commerce. I think Insider Pages is like some sort of citation. City Squares, yellow. So with local, you get a lot of citations, and you just want to ensure that if you're a plumbing company in Miami, you make sure that you have all the same citations that your competition has. Like we talked about before, the easiest way to get on level or on par with your competition is just to copy the links that they already have. They're clearly ranking, so clearly these links are helping them. So if you get the same links, you're going to be roughly in the same position, and then you can do your own stuff to outrank them. But yeah, this like bestimprovers.com, pretty sure that's like a citation website. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so it's like a website to find tradespeople. You know, they've put their name, address, and phone number there as well. They put their site, and yeah, local. It's mainly citations. You won't see like in the other example, there was a lot of affiliate stuff. So it's mainly like article-based links, whereas local, it's more sort of directory citation type of links. So you want to make sure that whatever your competition has in terms of links, you copy their most powerful links. Now, how do you assess how powerful a link is? You want to take a look at, firstly, you want to take a look at the domain rating. If it's below 20, it's probably not worth your time to get. If it has, let's say, for example, you're a plumber in Miami, and there's a website called miamidirectory.com. You want to get that because that's very, very location relevant to your business. So that would be a perfect link. Even if it has a DR of 20, that link will be powerful for you. Now moving down, how else can you tell whether or not, you know, a link is worth getting? Honestly, like if you just stick to the fact that the DR is 20 or above, and the website is relevant, either relevant to plumbing or relevant to business, like a business directory, for example, So as long as those things are ticked and it looks like a real site, because I know we went over like a site in this video that clearly looked like somebody's PBN. So if it's like a fake looking website that's just set up to simply either sell links or manipulate the algorithm, then you don't want to get links from that, because that just leaves a bad footprint for you. But what you want to do is you want to get sites with good metrics that look real and have real traffic. Traffic is another one as well. Another way you can tell whether or not a site is legit is if it has traffic. If it has traffic and the DR is above 20, then you can't go wrong. And the traffic numbers should be above like 300 or 400 a month. Because Ahrefs isn't like completely accurate. So if it says 500 organic traffic, for example, this site is probably getting more like 2,000 or 3,000. So because Ahrefs just can't track everything that's coming in. So with that all being said, this was a video on link building. This is just another way to build links to your website. I think this is one of the key ways to ensure that the gap between you and your competition is shortened, and you ensure that you're on the same level playing field when you're competing with other businesses on the first page of Google. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. I hope you now know how to go about, building links very, very quickly by replicating what your competition has done to succeed. So with that all being said, make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment what you learned, and feel free to comment on any video ideas or videos that you'd like to see. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name is Volkan, the founder of Clicks from Search, and I will see you on the next video.